What's up, everybody? Crazy 8 here with another Transformers review, and this one I couldn't wait for. Studio Series 86 Soundwave with Ravage, Buzzsaw, and Laserbeak. Top 5, hands down, one of my favorite Decepticons, one of my favorite Transformers. So without babbling, let's get into the box, and then we'll do the figure and the 3 tapes. So here's the box that Soundwave and his 3 little tape guys come in, and it's your run-of-the-mill Studio Series box, only bigger to fit him and his 3 tape cassettes. Front and center is the clear pack where you can see into the box. Plastic free is gone, thank God. A little security, but not much. You can still get into it. I mean, it just, people won't rip the head off as easily. They still will do it, but not as easily. 28 steps from Soundwave to robot to boombox. Here is Soundwave, Laserbeak, Buzzsaw is popping out of his chest, and there's Ravage. This is the Ravage I really want to get, more of a streamlined, cartoon accurate one. They're not doing Ravage any justice. The ones that we got so far are pretty garbage. Here's on the side, you got Cybertron, Autobot City right there. Leader class. Nice shot of Soundwave right there. Great artwork as always. Studio Series, Transformers, the movie, not Le Film, but the movie. Here you have Buzzsaw, Laserbeak, Ravage in both their modes. You got Soundwave in his modes as well. You got here. Soundwave sends his cassette troops on a spy mission. I really could read, guys. Here's a clip from the cartoon. Top of the box, Transformers the movie, Buzzsaw, Laserbeak, Ravage, and Soundwave. Here is the boring bottom. Barcode is covered up because I bought this from somewhere else. I want to say TikTok shop. I don't remember. I got it a while ago. But that's the box. Let's take a look at the figures. So here's Soundwave and his tape cassettes. They come packed like this. So, and this is how he comes packed. So let's take a look at the minions, and then we'll get into the main course. So here's Laserbeak in his tape deck mode. Oh, I did it again, tape deck. Here's Laserbeak in his tape cassette mode. All right, so as you can see, here are the spools for tape cassette. If you don't know what a tape cassette is, you could Google it. But if you want a quick idea, tape cassette is something that had music on it back when I was a kid, and you put it in a tape deck like what Soundwave transforms into, hit play, and it plays the music. We didn't have numbers or fast forward. We had fast forward and rewind, and if you wanted to, or you could flip over the tape, and there was 2 sides of it, side 1 and side 2, or side A and side B. Usually you had songs on both sides, and if you wanted to, one side was over, you just flip it over, play the other side, and you had more music. And they were accessible to getting jammed up, and the film that has the music on it would get all crinkled up, and you have to use a pencil, or sometimes it's snapped. It was dark times for music, it really was. But this is what that's supposed to simulate, is a tape cassette, and it's square. It has some of the features, but not quite. It's more like a square. Just I compare it to, say, like Beast boxes. If you know what those are, they're a little square box, and they transform into like different things. That's what this is more or less like. It's not a tape cassette. But let's do some comparisons with some other Laserbeaks that I do have. So here is the legacy one that came out, last year? So you can see the differences between the two. This one has more of a G1 look with the coloration on the wings, but I guess the spools are here, right? No, they are not. Are they on this side? Not really pulling off the tape deck, the tape cassette look. I don't like you saying tape deck. But it's square just like this guy, but not quite giving you the impression of a tape. But that's how they look together. A G1 Laserbeak, and I think this one is a re-release with Soundwave. But as you can see, he's much bigger, but he actually pulls it off better, because what they did with this guy was on this side, they gave us decals. So you can see the spools here. This is right here is where the music tape is rolled up in. This is side A. This would be side B if it was a real tape. And it's got the millimeters over here. I believe that is, and it says metal something on there. something over there. It says metal something. But this is what it looked like, and I don't know if this rub sign's gonna work. It kind of works. Yep, it works. So that's G1 Laserbeak. I won't do much talking because it's the same thing. Here is Laserbeak with the Legacy, not Laserbeak, here's Buzzsaw with the Legacy Buzzsaw. Same thing we just saw with Laserbeak. Just in a goldish mustard yellow color. And this thing is not closing up. There we go. The G1 Buzzsaw with just gold on this side. I do like Buzzsaw's colors better. I like that red, that gold on black. It really pops. Too bad we don't get enough of. I mean, I got 2 Buzzsaws now, which is nice. But before we weren't getting any. Only this hot mess, which is Ravage. I guess he's kind of hard to make into a tape, into a tape deck because he's a Panther, and trying to make him into a tape. It's kind of hard. I get it, but this is the front of him because you can see the spools are right here, but you see his little paws over here and his legs, and it's not really a clean square. It really isn't. It's not even. It looks more. I feel like it looks more like a tombstone. Has a more of a tombstone look than a tape cassette look. Let's take some comparisons of this guy. Now, they have yet to do a good Ravage on this. This one was a mess too. This one I didn't like, but they got the tape part right on this one. This one is. This is from a War for Cybertron version of Ravage. But they kind of did the tape deck look on this side with the. It says Japan. You can see the spools here. The spools are here, and these are supposed to be the tape itself. You got side A on that side. So they kind of try to do it with this guy. So he probably pulls off the mode better than this thing. But they are the same size. Are they? Let me see. Yeah, they are. They are. They're the same. I take it. Okay. Finally, G1 Ravage. You see how he looks together with him. Again, the decals make it, because if you look at it on this side, it's just Ravage all folded up. But this side, you have the look of the tape, which is nice. Let's get this guy transformed. It's really easy. Him and Buzzsaw are exactly the same. You just pull these wings down like this. Take his feet, push them down on both sides. Sweep the wings back. And then you want to pop out his head. I don't have nails. I bite my nails. It's a bad habit, but gotta get up in there and pull out his head. And crook it around like that. So now here is Laserbeak in his robot mode, but there is one more step. We got to add his backpack. So there's little pegs right there that these things will plug into, like that, and like that. And now that completes his look, and that looks really, really good. Just get some nice look at the details. Not much going on from a little small little bird, but really good detailing on it. Clean logo, clean stickers, and the logos are right there on the wings. So really nice. Buzzsaw is the same way. Let me transform him really quick. Buzzsaw, just to get a look at him transformed. I kind of wish these were in chrome, but I'm probably nitpicking. I'm pretty sure Toy Hacks is going to do something with these to chrome these out. But they're exactly the same, just different colors. I'm surprised I like the wings on these, how they look. They look. I didn't think I was gonna like it, but in hand they look pretty good. So that's Buzzsaw and Laserbeak in their alt mode. Comparisons, here he is with Legacy Laserbeak. Now this is, if you have the Earthrise version, you got this guy. I kind of wish there was. Really, they have the holes for it, but no room for the blasters. But Wingspans are totally, everything's a little bit remolded. The wingspan, his weapons are self-contained where his parts formed. Which one I like? I'm actually liking the Studio Series one version better. I like the wing. I like the decoration of the wings on this one with the G1 colors and all that because they pop. But this one looks much better, I think, in my opinion. Here's with the G1, the big pimped out chrome weapon pack. A lot more color, a lot, looks still a good looking Laserbeak in my opinion. I feel like they nailed it with this guy. I do like it. Maybe it's because I'm partial because I grew up playing with these guys and hold some good memories. But yeah, really good looking figure. Very much bigger too. I do like the chrome on that guy. But that's that comparison. So here is Buzzsaw landing down. And here is his legacy compadre, just like Buzzsaw. Just like, I should say, oh my God. Just like Laserbeak, the same thing. Same details on this one, only a different color. See how they look together? This is my Buzzsaw from G1. Now, the back piece is different. He has small laser cannons. He's got the bigger ones. I don't know which one had which, but I didn't realize that these were different. But look how that chrome just shines off the light there. Really nice. But you can see how they look together. Same thing with Laserbeak. Different colors. This guy. So to get him transformed, these two pieces right here are going to come up. Make the head. Should snap in. And make his head. Come over here. Gotta do this part. I know it's like, think these come up. Right, they come up. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, they come up like this. You want to twist his body around and bring these down. Spin them around and bring them down. Like that. And then you want to kind of move them up a little bit. Now for the back, he's easier than the Siege version. He really is. There's not much to it, which is, I feel like they could have used the steel jaw mold and probably would have had a better, I think the steel jaw mold might have worked. Unless it is the same transformation, I just don't know it. All right, so here he is in his robot mode, but he's not finished because he's got no tail. So you want to you want to expose the port back here. Just bend it down a little bit. Here is his tail. You got this piece, this peg should stay up top, and this is what's going to plug into the port back. You kind of see it. It's right here. You just slide this. Just slide this in and up, and it should go right in, like so. And then you want to straighten out the body. But we are not done because what he is missing, his hip shoulder missile cannon thingies, which plug into the side right here. This goes right here. Like that. Make sure the hollow bits are on the bottom so you have on the right side. Now this Ravage is a lot better than the other one, but still not the sleek Ravage we saw in the cartoon, which was drawn really cool. I thought it was really nice looking. But here is Ravage in his alt mode with his hip skirts. And of course, yes, the black tones are off. But there you go. There's Ravage in his alt mode. So here is Ravage from Studio Series with Legacy Ravage. They got to work on their Ravage. This one is horrible. Look at these pathetic missiles on here. This one's a lot better. I feel it's a lot more accurate, but still needs work. Here's with G1. It was very thin and very near impossible to stand up, but you can see how tall he is and just how that chrome just shines off of him. Body style is there, but it's just way too thin. I wonder if they make a missing link one, how would they make it? Like, would they... I'm interested to see if they would do a missing link tape cassette versions of these guys and how they would make them articulated and get this fool to stand up better. That I would like to see, if they do it. That'd be nice. But anyway, that's G1 Ravage with Studio Series Ravage. And here's a group shot of all three of them together. Alright, so that was my look at the tape cassettes. Now, let's take a look at the man of the hour, Soundwave. Time to take a look at the star of the show. Here is Soundwave out of the packaging. And here he is in bot mode, and it is a very clean bot mode. With a quick spinneroonie. It's got a big... Backpack ain't that bad, it's a clean backpack. It's just weird. I just wish, like, we have this here, right? But then we have the fake one back here. If there was a way just to... They like to do that with the fake windows and the fake door fronts and the windows and the wheels and all that. I think a Motormaster with his feet, and certain times I think they have to do it. But in this case, it looks like they could have at least tried to only have this on here and not the back. It's a little nitpicking on my behalf, but, you know, I wish they could have tried to work it out of the figure and only have it on one side and not both. But as far as, like, hollow bits and all that, it's very little, if not any. Very clean, feels great. Joints are nice and tight, nothing loose. I have no paint and blemishes so far that I can see. I think his one kneecap is actually pushed in a little bit. I'll fix that later. But let's get a look at the details. I'll take a close-up of his face. Let me bring the camera up so we could take a look at that mug of his. Here's Soundwave's face, blue helmet, very light gray faceplate with the side pieces as well, red visor. There's his cannon. Got the signature red stripe around it with the missiles in it. Going down the chest, you got the big square chest piece with the Autobot. Oh my God, Autobot. Decepticon logo front and center in purple. This opens up. Got some detail in there. Looks like a better tape cassette than the tape cassettes we got with the other ones, with the other three. Going down. He's got articulated hands, which is nice. Like, these move. He's got the pointing finger almost to, like, eject. This one's out further, but he can't really he doesn't have the range of motion to really do it. Like, yeah, he only could go that far up, so he can't really go and push the button to eject out his minions. We got the play buttons right here. You got the feet. A lot of detailing, but of course, you know, no paint. Down the back. Got the backpack with some good details on it. You do have weapon storage back here, but that's mostly for when you transform them. You got the faux, well, the front is the faux buttons, but this is the one for the tape deck mode. You could make out the play button and the fast forward, rewind, the pause and stop. It's got the dial for volume and on and off switch. Again, that's for alt mode. But very clean robot mode. A very nice robot mode. And of course, accessories, he has the cannon up here. And then he also has his signature gun, which is silver for the barrel, and then the blue for the stock of the gun itself with the red stripe in. And then you push it down to store it, and then you pull it out like that for weapon mode, which is really nice. If you wanted to, you do have a spot for it back here. You see that hole right there? You could put these, I think it goes right there, right? Where does it go? It wouldn't be a video if I didn't drop something. Or does it go on the side here? Let me see. Yeah, okay, so you have weapon storage for it if you wanted to, but I know it's for transformation, but you can put it back there if you wanted to for weapon storage. So that is robot mode. So let's take a look at some comparisons. Right. So let's do. Here is Netflix Soundwave. It's a little smaller and a darker blue. Here is the Legacy Soundwave Studio Series Thundercracker. Now I don't know what I'm doing wrong, if I am doing something wrong. On my Thundercracker, I can't get this thing to come down and close. Like, this stays up really high. I couldn't figure out for the life of me. I got this to clip in clean and all that, but when it comes to clipping this in, this pops up. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong with the transformation. But then in alt mode, I can't get it to close for a clean transformation in jet mode. Side rant, but yeah, those are one thing. And I see everyone else's videos online, and they get clean closures and they get clean transformations on the guy, but I can't get it. I don't even know why I'm mentioning it, but I am. Here's with Studio Series Megatron. G1 Soundwave, which to this day is still a really good figure, the G1 version of him. Probably one of the best figures from G1 that we ever got. And here he is with his tape cassette family. Studio Series Rumble and Frenzy, Ratbat, more than meets the eye Ratbat, I guess, but still Studio Series Ratbat, and of course the 3 that he comes with. So that's Soundwave with his minions. I guess, I always forget to do it, but let's do it. Let's do articulation. I'm going to take these off just for the argument's sake of articulation. So his head does spin all the way around 360. It can't really look up that high, or down, a very slight up and down. You can't go. There's a little bit of a rocker on side to side. Arms can go all the way around like this. Go up that high. You could bend it at 90 degrees, which is nice. Forearm rotation, wrist rotation, and 4 of the hands actually bend. We do have and go all the way around on the waist. Full kick out to here. Legs can go, if you take this out of the way, this can go all the way back that far. Knee bend that far. He does have thigh rotation. Spin the feet, and there is ankle tilt on it as well. So you get some decent poses, which is great. This is great as well. But of course, you can't do the one thing that he can't do, which he can't eject. You can't get that eject pose out of him, which is sad. They need to start doing butterfly joints on these guys too. But that is articulation on Soundwave. Before I end this video, there's something I forgot to show with these guys that I forgot to do. I have these pieces here, and I had put them in a plastic thing so I wouldn't lose them. And they're actually used for the weapons themselves, which I forgot I had them. So you just take these and you plug these into it like this. And I didn't even realize I had to do that. And then you could plug them onto your and then you plug them onto here, and they don't move and they stay there. I didn't know that. Like I said, I threw these into a container. But just so you guys know, if you see these pieces in there, instructions tell you to use it too, but I didn't read the instructions. So that's what these are for. I didn't know that. But they do go on these guys right here. Just so you guys are aware. All right, so that was Soundwave in his alt mode, and it's a really, really, really good figure. I think the Studio Series 86, the movie, or More Than Meets the Eye, whatever it's called now, whatever Studio Series is doing with this line is really, really good. It's better than the movie versions that they have. They're really doing, I think the Megatron the Seeker mold, this guy, Ultra Magnus, Optimus Prime, all of them are really, really great figures. It looks like, to me, it looks like they've changed it up from when they first started the line till now. The look it's cleaner. It's I want to say more cartoon accurate because of the color schemes and all that. And it's not as detailed as the others were. It looks like they're slowly going to like the cartoon look as opposed to like a cartoon-ish look, if that makes sense. But if you have the whole line from beginning to now, you can see the difference. And this guy is really, and this one, I think he's really good. These aren't that bad. I don't mind the birds. They look good, but yeah, not better than what we have, but not great. They still got to work on Ravage. He's not there yet. But Soundwave is really good. Great articulation. Plastic feels good. Great likeness to the character. Tight joints. Clean. Very little hollow bits anywhere on him. My only gripe, and again, I am being very nitpicky on it, is that I wish they would figure a way to stop doing these. I mean, if you do it like that, you can't really see it. And I don't know if that's how it's meant to be in this mode, but they have these fake, using a faux piece for this instead of actually using that for the front and making two of them. It just, I hate that they do it with the cars a lot too. I wish they would stop doing that and just figure it out how to use one piece instead of faking it. Now I know with Motormaster, I think you had to do it. But I think there could have been a way to do it with this guy without making two of them. Again, a personal gripe. Nothing doesn't break the figure. He's still a really good figure. Probably going to be in my top 10 at the end of the year. Enough gabbing. Let's get into his transformation and take a look at that. Time for transforming him into his alt mode. First thing, let's get these off. Let's get these weapons off and put to the side. Before we put this one to the side, we're just going to push that down. All right, so we want to take his hands. We're going to take them, open them up. Make sure that they're closed up, and you just want to swing it back like this and just close it up. And again, bring it up, swing it around, close it up. Spin them. Open up these panels right here on that side, and then open up this one on this side. Bring them open like that. That way you could bring this whole thing down, and then you could tuck his head in, and then close it up like that. Now right here you got two holes on both sides. That's where these go into, and you just want to plug them in. Can't even see the damn holes. Good Lord, man. Time for new glasses. It should just, normally it just lines up and goes in. I don't know why it's fighting me. Goes in like that. Take this, put this in here like so. And then you have you see this? Got a hole, you got a peg meet hole on both sides, and it closes up like that. Take the arms, pop it up, and bring them back. Pop it and bring it back. Now we're going to work on the legs. There's a panel right here. Bring it open on both sides. Bring this panel open and bring this panel open. Come over here. Push in the knees. That's so nice, so satisfying. Take this, open it up, and open this up. Like that. Then you want to take the foot, spin it 180. Spin them 180, and then you're going to stuff them into the leg like so. And then close that up. You're going to keep this one open. So you're going to rotate it. Did I already rotate them? I did. I'm a dummy. And close that up. Bring this panel all the way up, get it out the way. Then you want to turn the legs this way. So you got the graphic showing on the leg. and then you want to bend it. And then if you look right here, but behind the yellow striping, there's a hole right there for this peg right there. Bend it up, and then it should clip right in. Same thing on this side. Bring it up. Kind of feel like it's almost like Blaster's transformation in a way. I feel like it shares something with him, especially this part right here. And it should just snap into place, like that. Now the last piece you want to do is you want to take these two panels here, bring them up, makes the faceplate wider, and you just bring them down, and they should just go down like that. There's like there's a slot right here for these to peg into. See right here? It's got a slot for this to go into as well to keep them from moving, which I failed to do. All right, and that's Soundwave into his boombox mode. Back from transformation, and here is Soundwave in his alt move. And it is a little dated. He is in his boombox or his radio mode, whichever you want to prefer to call it. This is the mode he transforms into. Let's take a look at the details, and then we'll do some comparisons. So back in my day, this is how we used to listen to our music. It was a radio, and then this right here, you would put in tape cassettes with your favorite band, put them in, hit play, and it would just play your music. You had fast forward, rewind. It was made out of like a plastic see-through material that easily can get, if it's overused or it'll get wrapped around the spools, then it could ruin your tape, your tape. Dark days for music, but that's how we used to listen to music back in the day, before CDs and before digital downloads. So with that little brief history from the 80s out of the way, let's take a look at his boombox mode. So over here, these are the speakers. The right speakers over here, left speaker over there. Over here are the controls for the cassette tape deck. You got play, fast forward, rewind, pause, and stop. Fast forward, rewind are these two buttons. I don't know which is which. Square button is usually stop. Circle button is pause. That's the power light. If you look at it really closely, got a little jack there for the headphones. I think that's what these are for. Maybe, maybe not. On the side here, got some stuff going on up there. Some stuff here as well. The bottom is pretty ugly. It's mostly, it looks really good from the front, but then when you start turning to the sides and all that and looking at the back, it kind of messes up. Then you got the faux buttons down here that kind of break the mold as well. But yeah, all in all, not the cleanest, but you get the point of what it looked like back in the day. Now, with his tape cassettes, of course, you know, you could open it up and you could store them in here only one tape at a time. You can't put them all in there, which was nice, because in the cartoon they were all in there.